So welcome to this video series on aptitude presented by Mentors for IAS in association with Bangalore IAS Academy and KPSC. So in this particular session, we will be continuing with problems based on trains. Now, in order to understand the kind of problems that we are going to be solving in this particular session, it is important that you've already gone through the previous video where we've solved simpler problems based on trains. So there's not much to explain over here. We'll straight away start with the first question. Now, the first question says, a train runs at 72 kilometers per hour and crosses a 250 meters long platform in 26 seconds. Then what is the length of the train? Now the question over here is asking for the length of the train. What is the length of the train? The question further tells us that there's a train which runs at 72 kilometers per hour, and this particular train crosses a bridge of 250 meters length in 26 seconds. So what is the length of the train? So if you've understood the concept in the last video, you know that the total distance over here traveled, or that we have to consider, is nothing but the length of the train as well as the length of the bridge. So in 26 seconds, if the question is saying that in 26 seconds the train is going to cross the bridge, what does it mean? This end over here reaches this side. So if this end is going to reach here, what is the total distance covered by the rear end of the train? It is nothing but the length of the bridge, or the length of the platform and the length of the train. Therefore, if I say distance is equal to speed into time, here distance will be equal to length of the train plus length of the bridge. Distance will be equal to length of the train plus length of the bridge, the length of the platform, where we know the length of the platform to be 250 meters. So first let me solve for D, that is distance. What is the speed over here? Speed is 72 kilometers per hour. What is the time taken to cross the entire platform? 26 seconds. Now, since speed is in terms of hours, I'll have to convert time, that is in seconds, into hours. How can I do that? I'll have to divide 26 by 3600. See, 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Then how many hours is equal to 26 seconds? Nothing but 26 into 1 divided by 3600. Okay, so we have 72 into 26 divided by 36. Now obviously 36 into 2 is 72. So 36 2s are 72. This is 100. We have 6 2s are 12. 1 carry here. 2 2s are 4. 5 divided by 100, or 0.52 meters. Therefore, distance is equal to 0.52 meters, or the total length over here is 0.52 meters. Therefore, 0.52 meters is equal to length of the train plus length of the platform, where length of the platform is what? 250 meters. Length of the platform is 250 meters. So now it is, this is 0.52 kilometers. 0.52 kilometers. 0.52 kilometers. Now I'm going to write it in terms of meters. So we have 520 meters is equal to length of the train plus length of the platform. Length of the platform is nothing but 250 meters. Therefore, length of the train is what? 520 minus 250. 520 minus 250. So we have 0. 52 minus 25 is nothing but 27. Therefore, the length of the platform is 270 meters, or option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer over here. I hope you understood this question. Second question now. The second question says, a train running at 54 kilometers per hour takes 20 seconds to pass a platform. A train running at 54 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the train is 54 kilometers per hour. So a train running at 54 kilometers per hour takes 20 seconds to pass a platform. Next, it takes 12 seconds to pass a man walking at 6 kilometers per hour in the same direction in which the train is going. Therefore, find the length of the train. Therefore, find the length of the train. Now, if you have already understood the previous question, I'm pretty sure you should be able to appreciate what we are going to do next based on the information which is contained in the first statement. Where the first statement is saying a train is running at 54 kilometers per hour, takes 20 seconds to pass a platform, correct? So we know that distance is equal to speed into time, where I can say that this distance is nothing but length of the train plus length of the platform. Therefore, length of the train plus length of the platform is equal to speed of the train, that is 54 kilometers per second, into the time taken to pass the entire length of the platform, that is 20 seconds. Now 20 seconds, I'm going to represent it in terms of hours. We get what? We get 3600. We get 3600. So this we have determined over here. But obviously we don't know the length of the train or length of the platform, but the question itself is asking for us to find the length of the train and the length of the platform over here. Then let us go to the next statement. What is the next statement trying to say? The next statement is saying the train now takes 12 seconds to pass a man walking at 6 kilometers per hour in the same direction in which the train is going. So based on all the problems that we have solved, we know that when two entities are moving in the same direction, the relative speed that we have to take will be the difference of the two speeds. Therefore, we'll have to take the difference between the speed of the train, which is 54 kilometers, and speed of the man, which is 6 kilometers per hour, where the time taken to cross the man is what? This is 12 seconds. This is 12 seconds. And what will be the distance over here? The distance will be nothing but the length of the train itself. Therefore, can I write this as length of the train equal to time into speed of the train minus speed of the man? I'm just taking this to the left hand side over here. Therefore, what is length of the train? Time is what? 12 seconds. 12 seconds in terms of hours is 12 divided by 3600 into speed of the train. What is speed of the train? It is 54 kilometers per hour minus speed of the man, where speed of the man is 6. So we get 12 divided by 3600 into 48. 12 3s are 36, so we have 300 over here. 12 4s are 48. We have 12 4s are 48. 3 4s are 12. 300s are 300. Therefore, what do we have? 4 into 4, 16 divided by 100. That is LT. Or I can say length of the train is nothing but 160 meters or 0.16 kilometers. 0.16 kilometers. Now, if we have to determine the length of the platform, we just have to substitute this over here. So now, substituting the length of the train in this equation, what do we get? Please remember, it's not 160. Here everything is in terms of kilometers, 54 kilometers per hour. So I have to take 0.16 and not 160. So it is 0.16 plus length of the platform is equal to 54 into 20 divided by 3600 over here. 3600. So 0 and 0 cancels. 360 is 180. So we have 54 and 180. Now 18 2s are 36. 18 3s are 54. So 8 tensa is 8 tensa is 180, 8 threesa is 54. Therefore, what do we have? We have 0.16 plus length of the platform is equal to 3 by 10. Now I'm going to take this to the right hand side. We have length of the platform is equal to 3 by 10 is nothing but 0.3 minus 0.16. 0.3 minus 0.16 is nothing but 0.14 kilometers. Therefore, length of the platform is 0.14 kilometers or 140 meters. So length of the train, I'm going to write it here. It is 160 meters and length of the platform is 140 meters. 160 comma 140 meters. So it is here 160. See, it is not 140, 160. The question is asking length of the train and platform respectively. Please don't get confused. You have 160 and 140 over here. Length of the train 160 and length of the platform 140 meters respectively. Therefore, the correct option is option A. So we'll move on to the next question now. So correct answer is 160 meters and 140 meters. Next question. Now the next question says a man sitting in a train 120 meters long, which is now traveling at 50 kilometers per hour, observes that a goods train traveling in the opposite direction takes 9 seconds to pass him. If the goods train is 280 meters long, find its speed. Now, here, see, please don't get confused. Read the question once again. It's saying a man is sitting in a train which is 180 meters long. Okay, so there's a train over here and a man is sitting inside the train which is 180 meters long, which is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour. Now, if the train is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour, what does this mean? The person sitting inside the train, the person is also traveling at 50 kilometers per hour itself. It also means that the person sitting inside the train is also traveling at the speed 50 kilometers per hour. Now the person sitting inside the train actually observes that there's a goods train which is now traveling in the opposite direction, and the train takes 9 seconds to pass him. The train takes 9 seconds to pass him entirely. So if the goods train is 280 meters long, find its speed. We have to find the speed of the goods train over here. We know that whenever we have two entities moving in opposite directions, we take time is equal to distance divided by the speed is nothing but the difference between the speeds. That is the speed of the goods train, and the speed of the sorry, my mistake, not the difference. Since they are moving in the opposite directions, we have to take the sum. We'll take the speed of the goods train, that is SG, which we have to find out. Please, my mistake, it was not difference, it is the sum that we have to find out, plus 50 kilometers per hour, which we already know. T is known. T is nothing but 9 seconds, nothing but 9 divided by 3600. Now here is the catch, distance. Okay, now when you take distance, this distance is nothing but 280 meters or 0.28 kilometers. This 120 kilometers is given just to confuse you. This is unnecessary information. The person is sitting inside the train and the person is seeing that the train is crossing him and him alone. So we don't want the length of the train. It is as if the person itself is running at 50 kilometers per hour. The question is not saying the train takes 9 seconds to pass the first train or pass the passenger train. The question is saying the goods train takes 9 seconds to pass this person over here. Therefore, we don't need the length of this train. Therefore, distance will be nothing but 0.28 kilometers itself. So we have time. Time is what? 9 divided by 3600. This is equal to distance is what? 0.28 kilometers divided by speed of the goods train that we have to find out, plus 50 kilometers per hour. Now since the person is sitting inside the train, he is also moving at 50 kilometers per hour, and we have to determine the speed of the person who is speed of the goods train. So we'll take this over here and we'll take this over here, or what I can do is 9 fours are. Okay, so 9 4 to 36, we have 400. We'll take this over here. So speed of the goods train plus 50 is equal to, and 400 over to the other side, nothing but 4 into 28. 400 into 0.28 is nothing but 4 into 28. Therefore, speed of the goods train is nothing but 4 into 28. 8 fours are 32. 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. 4 twos are 8. 8 plus 3 is 12. Sorry, 8 plus 3 is 11. 112. 112 minus 50. 112 minus 50 is what? 2. 11 minus 5 is 6. So it is 62 kilometers per hour. Therefore, the speed of the goods train is what? It is 62 kilometers per hour. Therefore, the correct option is option C. Yes, it is 62 kilometers per hour. So I hope you understood this. We'll move on to the next question now. Fourth question. Now, the fourth question says, a train covers a distance of 12 kilometers in 10 minutes. A train covers a distance of 12 kilometers in time 10 minutes. If it takes 6 seconds to pass a telegraph post, then what is the length of the train? Now you know how to find the length of the train now. How do we find the length of the train? We consider the length of the train as nothing but distance itself. Distance is equal to speed of the train into the time taken to cross this telegraph post. Where speed we don't know, time is what? 6 divided by 3600. Now in order to determine the speed of the train, that is why we have this extra information. The question also says or mentions that the train covers a distance of 12 kilometers in 10 minutes. Then what is speed? Speed is nothing but distance by time. Here distance is 12 kilometers divided by 10 minutes. Now I want it in terms of hours. Since we always do it in kilometers per hours, I'll take it in terms of hours. 10 minutes is how many hours? Nothing but 10 by 60 hours. So we take 60 to the numerator and we have speed as 12 into 60 divided by 10. 10 6 are 60, 12 5 are 60, 12 into 6 is nothing but 12 6 are 72 kilometers per hour. So now we will substitute speed as 72 kilometers per hour over here. So what is the question asking for? Length of the train. This is nothing but distance. Where distance is equal to speed into time, we have just determined the speed as what? 72 kilometers per hour. Into time, 6 seconds, which is given in the question itself, that is 6 divided by 3600. We already know 36 twos are 72. So 3600, 36 twos are 72. 6 twos are 12, 12 divided by 100, nothing but 0.12 kilometers. So the length of the train is 0.12 kilometers, or it means it is nothing but 120 meters. Therefore, the correct answer is 120 meters or option C. Therefore, the correct answer is 120 meters. Now let us move on to the third question. Correct, it is 120 meters. Sorry, fifth question now. Now, the fifth question. What does the fifth question say? The fifth question says, a man is standing on a railway platform. Man is standing on a railway platform, which is 180 meters long. A man is standing on a railway platform. Now this is your railway platform. Okay, a man is standing on the railway platform, which is 180 meters long. He finds that a train crosses the platform. So we have a train over here. Okay, now the train crosses the platform. The train crosses the platform in 20 seconds. The train crosses the platform in 20 seconds. Find the speed of the train. Find the speed of the train. But the question also says that The person finds the train to be crossing himself in 8 seconds. I hope you understood. Now the train is crossing the platform in 20 seconds, but crosses the man in how many seconds? 8 seconds. And we have to find the speed of the train. I hope this is clear. This is very simple now. We have already solved similar problems like this, and you should be able to do this as well without much problem. Okay, now this is very simple. How will we solve this particular problem over here? Now, length of the train. Length of the train we do not know, because it only says a man is standing on a railway platform which is 180 meters long. Length of the train we don't know. Length of the platform is what? It is given as 180 meters. Therefore, we know that distance is equal to speed into time. So here we have two scenarios. The first scenario, we'll take the train crossing the man. Itself. Then what is distance? Distance is nothing but length of the train. This is equal to what? Speed of the train into the time taken to pass this man, which is 8 seconds. Therefore, it is 8 divided by 3600 over here. So, I hope this is clear. Next, we have the second scenario, where the second scenario says the length of the platform plus length of the train is equal to, again the same thing, that is speed into the time taken to cross the platform. So that is what? 20 divided by 3600. 20 divided by 3600. So I hope now you are able to see it. We have to determine what? We have to determine the speed of the train. But we have another unknown variable, that is the length of the train. So what we will do is, we will substitute length of the train as s into 8 divided by 3600 over here. We are going to substitute LT, that is length of the train, as s into 8 divided by 3600 over here. So what do we get? We get LP, where LP is what? 180 meters or 0.18 kilometers, plus 8s here, s into 8s divided by 3600 is equal to 20s divided by 3600. I'll take this to the right hand side. I get 0.18 is equal to 20s divided by 3600 minus 8s divided by 3600. Therefore, 0.18 is what? 20 minus 8 is 12s divided by 3600, where 12 threes are 36. Therefore, I am going to write this over here. Therefore, speed is what? 0.18 into 300, or nothing but 18 into 3. What is 18 into 3? 8 on the 8, 8 to 16, 8 3s are 24, 3 on the 3, 2, 5, 54. Therefore, speed of the train is what? It is 54 kilometers per hour. The speed of the train is 54 kilometers per hour. I hope you understood. If you are able to solve this kind of a problem, you should be able to solve any kind of problem when it comes to problems based on trains. We'll move on to the next question now. Okay, question number. So yes, it is 54 kilometers per hour, option B. Correct answer is 54 kilometers. Let us now move on to the next question. Okay. Question number 6. Question number 6 says, a train traveling at 78 kilometers per hour crosses a girl sitting in a train of length 110 meters traveling in the same direction, that is 42 kilometers per hour in 20 seconds. What is the length of the faster train? What is the length of the faster train? So what the question is saying is that a train is now traveling at 78 kilometers per hour. This train crosses a girl sitting in another train of length 110 meters, which is also traveling in the same direction at a speed of 42 kilometers per hour. And this train crosses this train crosses the girl sitting inside this train in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds. Therefore, what is the length of this train? What is length of this train? Now, based on one of the problems that we have already solved earlier, by now you should have realized that this information is unnecessary for us. This is nothing but to confuse us that, oh, what is this 110 meters? What are we supposed to do this? We must be using it here. How do we use it? You get confused. Okay, so the entire purpose of 110 meters is nothing but to confuse it. But we know that this information is entirely unnecessary, because the question is saying that this train takes 20 seconds to cross the girl and not the train itself. If it had said it takes 20 seconds to cross this train, then yes, we need 110 meters, or else it is not required. So again, same thing, distance is equal to speed into time, where distance is what? Distance is nothing but length of the train. Distance is nothing but length of the train, where speed is what? Now, since it is two entities moving in the same direction, what do we do when two entities are moving in the same direction? What do we do? The speed, the one which is overtaking, s1 minus s2, we always take the difference between the speeds. We always take the difference between the speeds. The relative speeds is what? It is nothing but difference between the two entities moving the same direction. Therefore, speed over here, this is what? Nothing but 78 minus 42. So I will say this is nothing but 78 minus 42 into time. Time is 20 seconds. Therefore, I will divide it by 3600. Therefore, length of the train is what? 8 minus 2 is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3 into 2 by, sorry, not 36,000. It is 3,600. Don't you think it is very simple now? 100, 0, 0 cancels. Nothing but 2 divided by 10. It is 0.2. Length of the train is 0.2 kilometers, which is nothing but 200 meters. It is option C. Therefore, the correct answer is 200 meters or 0.2 kilometers. Answer is 200 meters. Next question. Now, the next question says, a jogger running at 9 kilometers per hour alongside a railway track. A jogger running at, so there's a person over here, he is running at 9 kilometers per hour on a railway track and is 240 meters ahead of the engine of a 120 meter long train, running at 45 kilometers per hour in the same direction. So in how much time will the train pass the jogger? So what the question is saying is, there's a train, there is a train. Now, the length of the train is 120 meters. The length of the train is 120 meters. The person, the jogger who is running at 9 kilometers per hour is 240 meters ahead of the train, where the train is now running at 45 kilometers per hour. So, in how much time will the train pass the jogger? Therefore, in how much time will the train pass the jogger? What does this mean? This rear end should be passing him. For the rear end to pass him, what is the total distance covered? 120 meters plus 240 meters. So, 120 meters plus 240 meters. This is what? This is nothing but 240 plus 120 is 360 meters. Therefore, the total distance for us is nothing but the total length over here, which is equal to 360 meters. Now the question is asking how much time will the train pass the jogger. So we know t is nothing but distance by speed, and whenever two things are moving in the same direction, the relative speed is nothing but the difference between the two speeds. So here it is nothing but speed of the train minus speed of the jogger, or speed of the man over here, and the question is asking for time. Then what is this? Distance is what? 360 meters or 0.36 kilometers divided by speed of the train, which is 45, minus speed of the man, which is 9 kilometers. So we get 0.36 divided by 36. or I can say it is 36 divided by 3600, nothing but 1 by 100 equal to 0.01 hours. Now if you look at the options over here, everything is in terms of seconds. Now I have to convert this into hours. How do I convert 0.01 hours into seconds? I simply have to multiply it by 3600. So when I multiply 0.01 hours by 3600, how much do I get? I get 36 seconds. Therefore, the train will take 36 seconds to entirely cross the jogger. Therefore, the answer is 36 seconds. The correct option is option C. The correct option is option C. So I hope you have been able to understand the different kinds of problems that you might get based on problem. Again, to understand this, it is important that you understand time, speed and distance. There are a few practice questions here. So there are 3 practice questions over here. There are 3 practice questions over here. The answers for which will be posted in the comment section. Do try to solve them. See if you are able to solve all the 3 questions. If you've understood, you should be able to solve all the 3 questions. So if you do have any doubts, please do write to us in the comment section. Thank you for watching.